Good morning to all. Welcome to Samvad, a rendezvous with Dr. Sarfaraz J. Hashim on the impact of positive approach towards COVID-19 pandemic, organized by PA College of Pharmacy, Mangalore. PA College of Pharmacy is a budding institution of pharmaceutical science committed to quality education and training to build a strong, competent, qualified pharmaceutical force in India. The institute is at another professional educational venture of PA Educational Trust located on the campus of PACE Group, Nadupadav, Montepadav, Kairangala, Mangalore. So this institute is recognized by Government of Karnataka, affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science Karnataka, Bangalore. PACP is approved by PCI, Pharmacy Council of India, and All India Council for Technical Education, that is AICTE. The institute is running currently BPharm, DPharm courses with the intake of 60 students. The PA College of Pharmacy offers quality education with enviable infrastructure, spacious and well-equipped laboratories, well-maintained library, boys and girls separate hostel facilities, transportation facilities for day scholars, banks, ATMs, and cafeterias in the campus. Most importantly, a serene place for education away from the buzz of the city is offered by the institute. Our founder, Dr. P.A. Ibrahim Aji from the PA Educational Trust, which is continuously striving to produce well-qualified, competent, and focused professionals through different programs. We have other colleges like engineering, polytechnic, first grade college, MBA, and physiotherapy, which is a new addition. PA College of Pharmacy is committed to quality and work ethics. College therefore adopts regulatory requirements for the safety of its staff and students. Gender inequality, anti-discrimination, and anti-ragging committees have been formed as per the norms and very stringently followed. Me, myself, Miss Vijeta Pujari K, Assistant Professor, PACP, will be hosting this session. I welcome you all once again. Now I request our principal, Dr. Salimullah Khan, to address the gathering by welcoming you all formally. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Vijeta, for that brief outlook. Good morning to all of you once again. I hope all are doing well and safe in these difficult times. And thank you for joining us in this, our maiden program, a webinar that we are conducting on behalf of PA College of Pharmacy. Before I go into welcoming everybody, I would just like to brief that all of us know that we are going through tough times in this present situation of unpredictability, uncertainties because of this disease, which is caused by a small virus called as coronavirus, coronavirus 2 rather, to be precise. And this disease is causing havoc, and it has destabilized the national economy, and it has affected everyone's life. Almost every person is in this situation feeling that what is next? Okay, who is next? What is next and who is next? This is the condition what has happened. So in this condition, staying positive, taking things in positive way, and facing this disease positively with the brave heart and mind is very, very important. Without that, it is very, very difficult to live. Many people are going in depression because of this diseases. Not only this diseases, there is no work. They are staying at home, and they are spending only thinking about this and watching news about this. Therefore, we thought it is pertinent at this point of time to have someone, person who is specialized in motivating people to stay positive. So with that thought, we invited our speaker of today's program, Dr. Sarfaraz J. Hashim, a very good trainer in mind mapping, a psychologist by profession, and he is also academic director of the PA Educational Trust. Dr. Hashim, his biodata will be read in a short while, but to my personal experience, I have had many sessions with him as a very effective trainer, and very effective orator. And therefore, we thought it is very important at this point of time to have him speak for all of you in this situation. Uh, Sir, I wholeheartedly welcome you on behalf of PA College of Pharmacy to this webinar. Thank you for accepting our invitation and giving time to us and to motivate people. You are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for the invite.
Welcome you once again from PA College of Pharmacy. I
Thank
welcome
you.
all the panel members, my faculty members, my colleagues, and all the participants who have joined right now and who are going to join. We have had almost nearly 300 registrations so far, and only 92 we can see. Over a time, they may join. To this program. I welcome each one of them to this this program, this webinar. Welcome you all once again. Thank you. Over to you, Vijita.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Ms. T.C. Aishwarya, Assistant Professor of PA College of Pharmacy, to read the biodata of our speaker, Dr. Sarfraz J. Hashim. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Thank you, Vicheta. Good morning, all. Dr. Sarfraz J. Hashim is an internationally acclaimed mind trainer, psychologist, success coach, motivational speaker, hypnotherapist, master trainer, and facilitator. He has obtained 3 postgraduate diplomas in industrial relations and personal management, educational administration and supervision, and public relations. He was awarded PhD in psychology from the International University for Complementary Medicines. He has undergone training in various programs such as hypnosis, mind power, counseling, neuro linguistic programming, life coaching, executive coaching, Sujog, radical healing, and pranic healing. Dr. Sarfraz started his career as a lecturer in the Department of Physics at St. Aloysius College, Mangaluru. He joined PA College of Engineering in the year 2000 as lecturer and held various academic and administrative positions. Currently, he is serving as the academic director of PA Educational Trust, which manages PA College of Engineering, Center for Management Studies and Research, PA First Grade College, PA Polytechnic, PA College of Pharmacy, and PA Institute of Physiotherapy. Dr. Sarfraz is the managing director of Sadhana Mind Care, which is one of the leading mind training organizations in India, which has assisted people in discovering and using the full potential of their own creative powers for personal growth and development by reprogramming one's subconscious mind. Since many years, Dr. Sarfraz is instrumental in spreading mind power and has trained more than 30,000 people across India and abroad. Dr. Sarfraz has been conferred with National Healthcare Icon Award 2018 for his contribution in the field of mind training and alternative healing by Holistic Medicine Research Foundation, Hyderabad in November 2018. Was conferred with Award of Excellence in Motivational Training in recognition of his training and consultancy business during the Global Business Summit held at Trivandrum in November 2018. And also he has been conferred with Bharat Shiksha Rathan Award for his outstanding achievements and remarkable role in the field of education by Economic Growth Foundation, New Delhi in February 2019. It's indeed a privilege to have you here, sir. Over to you, Dr. Sarfraz Jehassi.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Aishwarya. Now I request our today's speaker, Dr. Sarfraz J. Hashim, to start his session. I request every participants to, if you have any doubt, please put your questions or any doubts on the chat box. We will go through it at the end of the session. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to all the wonderful people here in this webinar.
Good morning, sir.
At the outset, let me thank the principal and all the faculty members of PA College of Pharmacy for inviting me to take up a short session on the impact of positive approach towards COVID-19 pandemic. This is a testing period for all of us by the Almighty, and some are able to cope up in a very positive manner, but at the same time, there are some who are really tense, worried about the COVID-19 pandemic, which has made them a lack of confidence to take up the challenges, and problems such as fear of failure. And some students are worried about the online classes, worrying about the future. And many people have incurred a huge loss in the business, and many people have lost their jobs. And all those issues are prevailing, we all know that. And many negative thoughts might have developed in our mind. It has created a fear within us, worrying about our future. When will this pandemic end? And when will we start our work normally? When will we go back to our college? When will we go back to our office? So all those issues are cropping in our mind, no doubt. And a lot of people are having this financial worries and many more. There are a lot of people who have undergone depression, and many are panic about the COVID-19 pandemic. But I'd like to tell you one thing. Let's be confident. Let us not get panic. This period will definitely pass, and it has to pass. The world will again come back to the normalcy within a short period of time. But remember, we are blessed with a powerful mind and a powerful brain. And we can achieve everything that we want to achieve in our life by properly utilizing our own mind and the hidden powers within our subconscious. A lot of thoughts crop up in our mind. And remember, thoughts have frequencies, and hence thoughts have energies. I'd like to say this based on the quantum mechanical equation, a very basic equation which you all have studied, as E is equal to h nu, where E is the energy, h is the Planck's constant, and nu is the frequency. So h is a constant, we know that. So we can conclude energy is directly proportional to the frequency. At the same time, thoughts have frequencies, as I told you. When your thoughts are positive, what happens, I will tell you. You think positive, so these positive frequencies are emitted to the universe. And in the universe, there are a lot of positive frequencies emitted by a lot of other positive thinkers. So what will happen in the universe is, when our frequency resonates with the frequency of other positive people, what happens is we attract those frequencies also. So we become more and more positive. We become more and more energetic. Our mind is filled with the positive thoughts. So when you emit, you get back multiple fold with higher amplitude, which makes you more and more positive. At the same time, when our thoughts are negative, we emit negative frequencies. And there are so many negative thinkers in this world. Their frequencies are also floating in the universe. So our frequency will resonate with those negative frequencies, and the same thing we attract with a higher amplitude, and we become more and more negative. So what I want to say here is, when you start thinking positive, you become more and more positive. And when you start thinking negative, you become more and more negative. All right? Okay. And remember, everything happens for good. Almighty has his own calculations, no doubt about it. I would like to mention a small story about a king and a minister. There was a king, and he had a very good minister who always thinks positive, who always say everything happens for good. So one day, this king was playing with the sword, and as he was playing, his finger got injured. And minister said, very good. And king was upset. So king said, my hand is injured here and you are saying very good. And he was annoyed, and he called his army men and asked them to put him behind the bars. So the minister was put behind the bars. Then the king was taken to the hospital and plaster was put, and after a few months the wound healed, but he has lost a part of his finger. One small part is already lost. Okay, so after a few months, when he was perfect, he decided to go to a forest with his horse, and he went deep inside the forest. And when he went alone, these tribals caught him there, and they wanted to give his life as sacrifice to their goddess. And they were about to sacrifice him, but there is a condition for giving the sacrifice, human sacrifice to their goddess. Each and every part of his body should be intact. So they examined his entire body, and they found that a small part of the finger was missing. And they decided, we cannot give this person as sacrifice to our goddess, as there is a small injury in his hand. There is a small part of his finger is missing. Then they left him. And the king was very happy, and he went to the jail where his minister was put behind the bars. And he explained, this is what has happened. And the minister said, yes, I said everything happens for good. Almighty has his own calculation for everything. Nothing happens without reason. Then the king was astonished, and he said, now you are in this jail for 3 months. Do you think that it is also for good? And the minister said, yes, my lord, that is also for good. And the king asked, why do you say that? And the minister said, if I was not in the prison, I would have accompanied you to the forest. And on examining by the tribals, they might have left you, but my hands, fingers, everything is proper. They would have killed me. So I am also saved now. You're also saved now. So everything happens for good. So this is the power of positivity. Now, why is it everyone doesn't get infected by COVID-19? The reason is very simple. It is because of the immunity power. And you should know that immune system is the first line of defense in our body. Now people started saying, live with the corona. We are fed up with the lockdown. So we have to adjust with it till the vaccine has been developed. So instead of fearing about the diseases, let us try to make our immune system strong. There are a lot of food available, natural food available, like turmeric ginger tea, lemon water, turmeric milk, honey and garlic, and many more. You can consult the health professionals for getting you exact details about this. I mean, what ratio you have to take this. Too much is also too bad. So there should be a proper proportion of the turmeric that you need to consume. All right. So you can either approach your family doctors, or you can take suggestions from the experts and do that. This is the only thing that we can do. Of course, social distancing, masks, everything will be there. All those things are secondary. But this is the one what we have to do. We need to boost our immune system. And of course, everybody is facing the problem. And what mistake we do is, most of the time we focus only on the problems and we forget about the solutions. So now onwards, let us focus more on the solutions. We need to write, when you come across the problem, you need to write what are all the solutions that are available to a problem. And remember, every problem has a solution. And spend quality time with family, and do not spend most of the time with the social media. This is the time to empower ourselves and plan for our future. Now, how can we keep ourselves occupied and stay positive during this pandemic? We need to create and maintain a routine. And the first step, I always tell all my well-wishers and my friends, my clients, wake up early. Whether you go to college, whether you go to office, or whether you want to step out of your house, this waking up time should be early. And many people ask me, what is the best time to wake up? I always say around 4:30 a.m. That is the time where our subconscious is biologically active and our subconscious has infinite powers. And this is the time where we can communicate with our own subconscious mind. And waking up early keeps you energetic throughout the day. You just compare yourself. One day you get up early, one day you get up late, and you can very easily compare the energy level within your body. And you perform prayers after waking up early, read holy books to whichever religion that you belong to. So read holy books and perform prayers. This will make you more connected to the Creator and increase your faith in the Creator. After that, you should meditate for at least 15 minutes in the morning and calm your mind. This is the time that you are spending to yourself to make your mind calm. There are different ways to meditate. So because of the shortage of time, as the time allotted is only 40 minutes for me, I may not be in a position to explain about various meditation techniques, but you can go to YouTube and check various meditative procedures are available. Whichever you want, you can follow that. Simple thing is you just breathe in, breathe out. If you don't know anything, just breathe in deeply, breathe out. Breathe in deeply, breathe out. This is what you can practice till you learn the higher level of hypnosis-induced meditations. And next, remember, physical exercises. There should be a proper mind and body synchronization. For the mind, it is the prayers, it is the meditations. So all those things will take care of your mind to be positive. But at the same time, you need to take care of your physical body. And when you work out, all negativities from a mind and body will be eliminated and makes you physically strong and also emotionally strong. So there will be a mind-body synchronization when you do this physical exercises and meditations regularly. Sometimes your mind will be ready, but body is not cooperating. Sometimes your body is ready and the mind is not cooperating. But if you take care of these two things which I mentioned, the meditations and the physical exercises, there will be a mind-body synchronization and you could feel the level of positive energy floating in your body and will make you to stay positive even in the worst situation like this pandemic. And set your goals. Most of them say, I don't have time to set my goals because I am too busy. Now you are given excess time. A lot of time you have. So instead of simply worrying about your future, plan for your future. So many of them might have a long time pending task of creating goals of your life. My dear friends, if you cannot spend or if you cannot invest time in yourself, then to whom are you spending? Isn't it? So we need to plan for our future. So write your goals. If it is only in your mind is not sufficient. Write your goals and read it daily twice. One is just before you go to sleep and the other one is morning as soon as you wake up. At least these 2 times. You can see as many times if you have it in your mobile. See, you write it, then either you type it and picturize it, whatever it is, you express your goals in the written form and read it as many times as possible. Whenever you are traveling in the bus also, you can do that. And also, my sincere request to all of you to listen to The Strangest Secret of the World by Earl Nightingale. In YouTube, you will find this. It is a 32-minute video and you can see some of the subtitles. You go for that version, which has subtitles. He speaks so fast when you may not be in a position to understand if you don't see the subtitles. So first 2 or 3 times when you listen to that, you check the subtitles and listen to that. Every day you do that. I still practice even now. It is a 30-minute drive from my home to the college. So as soon as I sit in the car, I put the earphone and listen to that. That is keeping us more and more positive. You just have to experience this. I cannot tell my experiences. You should experience that. And I'm sure your life will change if you start listening. So what are you waiting for? After the session itself, you start. Then every day morning you start. Continue to do that. Okay? And make a SWOT analysis. Instead of worrying about the future, let us take this in a positive way and let us spend some time to ourselves where we can note down our own strengths, our own weaknesses, and what are the opportunities available in front of us, and what are the threats that we are going to face if we don't take care of these three things. Which are the three things? Strengths, weakness, opportunities. So you take a book, make 4 columns. In the first column, write all your strengths. Let that be a minute one also. Write it. Writing makes a difference. Then what are all the weaknesses, in the sense where you need to improve? What are the factors that you need to improve? Write that under weakness column. And what are all the opportunities available for you to take the challenges and go ahead in your life? Write that under opportunities. And if you don't do all this, what are the threats that you are going to face in your life? Write that. And my dear friends, if you write this, you see how your life will change. These are all small things. Today, in this 40 minutes, I am not going to tell you anything complicated. You don't have to invest any money for doing all those things. Everything is within you, within your access. Only thing is you have to spend quality time. You have to invest time for yourself. That's the only thing that you need to do that. And also, as you do physical exercises, either you listen to the strangest secret of the world, at least 30 minutes or 45 minutes of physical exercises is a must. Either you listen to strangest secret of the world, or go to YouTube and listen to so many inspiring and motivational speeches from the world leaders. You will be definitely inspired. Your mind will listen to that and it will change. You will be filled with positive thoughts. Also, read inspiring and motivating books to keep you energized and always to stay positive. See, just like how our vehicles require fuel, it could be either petrol or diesel or even the battery. In the same way, we need a fuel. 2 types of fuels we take. One is the food, which gets converted into energy. And the other one for the mind. And for the mind, what is the fuel? It is the positive thoughts. And how can we develop or create these positive thoughts? Read books. Read inspiring and motivational books. Apart from the syllabus books, apart from the books that academically prescribed by you to the respective universities, read some other inspiring or motivational books. Okay, that is going to transform your thoughts into positive. That is the fuel of your mind. This is the time where you have to identify what you are good at. And if you are really interested, you can commercialize it also. If you are good in drawing, you conduct online classes. If you are good in public speaking, you conduct public speaking classes, programming classes. If you are good in cooking, start cooking channel in YouTube. It is highly rewarding too. So commercialize your creativity and generate a passive income instead of simply worrying. This is what you can do. What I am telling you, I have done it. So I am telling you with confidence. This pandemic has made me totally occupied. And I have earned a lot in this pandemic. And you can also do that. Okay? The entire world is your market. Not only the city where you are. Now I have clients from US, Germany, all UAE, Oman. So from different parts of the world, I am able to connect. Let us use this technology. Without using the technology, there is no way to go ahead. Sitting at home, at the comfort of your home, you can generate income. And my dear friends, students and professionals and the public, all 3 categories are here in this webinar today. No unemployment issues in this world. I will assure you. It is only your mindset. If you can upgrade your skills periodically, and if you start thinking outside the conventional measures, we say thinking out of the box, where you start using the creative hidden powers within you, you will get a lot of ideas, but get up early, wake up early in the mornings. Ideas are no one's monopoly. You get so many ideas early in the morning. Note it down one by one. Then afterwards, you try to explore them, which is best suitable for you. Earlier, people used to say survival of the fittest. Now it has changed. Survival of the fastest. Of course, you can be fit with all those techniques that I'm telling you, but the one who does first will survive. He will get ample scope to improve. So survival of the fastest, remember that. And always try to change your route from employee to entrepreneur. Of course, you can be employees now, don't suddenly quit, but develop a passive way to become an entrepreneur, where the potential, your potential, hidden potential can be used to the fullest. But you need to take some risk. Without taking risk, it is not possible. What type of risk you should take? You should take educated and calculated risk. And my aim is to make you all in the top 5% category of the world business leaders. And that is possible if you effectively utilize the powers which is hidden within you. And most of them are watching TV news full day, just like a cricket match. They want to know how many new cases today, how many deaths have happened with the COVID. It is definitely demotivating us. It is not in our hands. We can only spread awareness about increasing the immune system. So just by watching TV, don't get demotivated. At least for half an hour, you can watch TV, but definitely don't waste your quality time with the TV, watching serials, watching movies. You, instead of that, you read books so that you become more and more powerful. And also for all the working class and the business class, this pandemic has put a break to overspending. And at least from now onwards, let us learn to save a part of our earnings to take care of ourselves and our family members. Now, when I say, when I meet my clients and ask them, how much you save per month? They say there is nothing left, because what formula they are using is income, then expenses, then if at all anything is remaining, they are going to save it. That will never happen. So there should be a compulsory saving. So income minus savings should be the expenses. We need to plan this formula. And people say we are stressed. Who is not under stress? Everybody is under stress. Just like you feel hungry, stress is also a universal phenomena. Everybody experiences it, but it all depends on how we can manage the stress effectively. The stress will affect people in all dimensions, like physical, emotional, intellectual, social, and also spiritual. And how do you know that you are stressed up? I'll give you some examples. At least some of them will definitely suit you. You might have experienced this. A lot of irritability, hyperexcitation, depression, and feeling of helplessness, then impulsive behavior, emotional instability, grinding teeth, fear without knowing what we are afraid of, tension and alertness, loss of joy of living, fatigue, pounding heart, dryness of mouth and throat, frequent need to urinate, diarrhea, indigestion, stomach upset, vomiting, sweating, loss of appetite or excessive appetite. Both are equally dangerous. Increased smoking, increased level of alcohol and drug addiction, insomnia, not getting sleep at night, inability to concentrate in our task, nightmares, a lot of bad dreams we get, inability to complete the task assigned due to poor motivation, reduced self-esteem. These are some of the symptoms. Only few. There are a lot of others. I have not mentioned everything. But how to overcome? Very easy way. These are not expensive, nothing, zero cost. Only thing is you have to invest time. As I told you earlier, meditate, getting up early, regular physical exercises, go to bed early, wake up early, read inspiring and motivating books. Be optimistic. Things will change. Don't worry too much about the pandemic. Things will definitely come to normalcy. It should come. It will come. This is a test by the Almighty. So it all depends on how we have faith on the Creator and believe in the powers that Almighty has blessed on you. Be proactive. Avoid procrastination. Don't postpone. What you want to do it on that day. If you keep for tomorrow, tomorrow's work is pending, today's work was also pending, and it gets accumulated, and you feel stressed up. And drink more and more water and eat healthy food. With the simple techniques, you can overcome stress. Now, as I told you, we are blessed with the powerful mind. Let me just speak something about mind, a very brief concept about mind. Let me explain you. Have you seen your mind? Everyone will say no. I will ask my another question. Have you seen electrons? People will say no. Don't we have electronics? I am communicating to you through this electronic channel, but we have not seen electrons. We know what is the charge of electron, what is the mass of electron, what is the size of the electron, but we have not seen. In the same way, we have not seen mind, but we can experience this. Sometimes you experience happiness, sometimes you experience sadness, sometimes you are tired, sometimes you are active, sometimes you are frustrated, sometimes you are energetic. All these are different states of mind. The reason is your mind is controlling you. So who should control your mind? You should control. You should control your mind. So what is mind? In simple terms, if I have to tell you, it is a source of energy in our body, just like electricity. Don't confuse between brain and mind. Brain is different, mind is different. Brain is like a hardware. In a computer, you know hardware and software, right? So brain is a hardware. You know where the brain is, you have seen it, you know the color of it, you know the size of it, you know the shape of it. But what is mind? Mind is like a software. We cannot see that, but it is existing. This is a simple difference between brain and mind. Coming to the types of mind, we have two types of mind. One is the conscious mind, and the one is the subconscious. Inside the head, you can see the picture of the iceberg there, correct? And the water level also you can see. What you can see outside the water level is only 10%. Remaining 90% is inside the water, you see. So what is there outside is only 10%. We can consider that like a conscious mind, which has only 10% of the powers, which works only when we are awake. But subconscious is not like that. It has 90% of the powers, which works for 24 hours a day without rest. So most powerful is the subconscious. It is just like we can very easily compare our body with that of a ship. Our body is like a ship. Who gives orders in the ship? It is the captain. So captain is like a conscious mind. And there are so many people who are working for the captain there, who obey the orders given by the captain. They are the crew members. So we can compare the crew members like our subconscious. So whatever the captain orders, the crew members are supposed to follow. Crew members cannot say no. They have to say yes. Even if the captain gives wrong orders, the crew members should follow that. Okay? So whatever our conscious mind says, subconscious will say yes, and it will execute the orders given by the conscious mind. This is how it is programmed. So whatever the conscious mind says, subconscious will say yes, and it gets the things done to you. Okay. Now let me tell you what experts say about mind. A man is literally what he thinks. His character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. All that a man achieves and all that he fails to achieve is the direct result of his own thoughts. This is a statement by James Allen, is a psychologist who has authored a book, As a Man Thinketh. Very good book, you can try to read this. And he also says, good thoughts and actions never produce bad results, and bad thoughts and actions can never produce good results. So what is that you want to do? The choice is yours. And listen to this beautiful statement by Dr. Joseph Murphy, who has authored a book, a very powerful book, which has changed me in the initial days of my tougher situations. That is the power of your subconscious mind. He says, you can bring into your life more power, more wealth, more health, more happiness. How? By learning to contact and release the hidden power of The subconscious mind. So where is the power hidden? Power is hidden in the subconscious. Albert Einstein has said long back, the value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. Unfortunately, the training of the mind is lacking in the educational curriculum. Most of the things what we have learned, we are not using it. We have sometimes by-hearted, sometimes studied only for the sake of examinations. But Albert Einstein has said the training of the mind is what is lacking in the educational system that we need to take care. And Dr. O.W. Holmes says the mind, once expanded to the dimensions of larger ideas, never returns to its original size. Now, when will the mind expand? Mind will expand when you start thinking bigger and bigger. So when you think bigger and bigger, we feel that mind is expanding. And just like the clay, when you stretch the clay stretches or expands. Will it go back? It will not go back. Whereas plastic or what you can say, rubber band, when you stretch it and leave it, it will go back. Clay will not go. So our mind is like a clay. Mind once expanded to the dimensions of larger ideas never returns to its original size. So start thinking bigger and bigger. Mind will expand. I am not talking about the overconfidence. This is a real. I can prove this with so many activities, but in the online mode, I may not be in a position to do all the activities, and also because of the shortage of time. All right. So definitely it works. And remember, your mind is like a garden. Plant positive thoughts in your mind and nurture it. Plant positive thoughts in your mind and nurture it. And I'll be taking only 2-3 minutes to complete the session. I will mention about a very powerful tool which you can practice from this moment itself. That is about auto suggestions. So what is this auto suggestion? Every statement what we speak is a auto suggestion to our mind. Whatever we say, our subconscious will say yes. And whether it is male or female, mind is same. It is not like male's mind is different, female's mind is different. Of course, based on the exposure, they may behave in differently, but in general, all mind are equally powerful. Okay, mind does not distinguish between male and female. So whatever statement we say, our subconscious knows yes. Remember that. I will give you some examples which we use in our daily life. There are two sets of words that we use. One is the limiting words, which is also called as negative words or negative statements. We have used all this in our daily life. Like, I am sick, I am tired, isn't it? When you are tired, don't you say that you are tired? We keep on saying, I am tired, I am tired. You will sit in your office and say to your colleagues, I am tired today, I am tired today. What is going to happen? You become more and more tired because your subconscious will say yes, isn't it? Sometimes when you are sad, what is going to happen? You will say, I am sad, I am sad, I am sad. And it becomes worst. You become more sad. And there are some people, when they are sad, they listen to the old sad songs and get drowned in the ocean of sadness and sleep. First of all, you are sad. Then why do you want to listen to those sad songs? And people say, I am not good in communication. I am not good looking. I am not rich. Nobody appreciates me. People take advantage of me. I am struggling for a living. I cannot afford it. I cannot do this. I am not good in my profession. My job is stressful. The problems are very difficult to solve. When we say all these words, what our subconscious will say? Yes, because subconscious knows only to say yes. It doesn't know to say no. It is not programmed to say no. This is one thing that you need to remember. This should be one of the major takeaway of today's session. And we should not use all those words. So what type of words we should use? Exactly opposite. Earlier I mentioned I am tired. Here you see its counterpart. I am energetic. We call all these positive words as limitless words. This is what we need to practice from this moment. And when you are feeling sad, Don't say I am sad. This is the opposite command. I am happy. And remember, all this statement should be in present tense. Don't say I was happy. Don't say I will be happy. I am happy. This is what is required. I am confident. I am the best. I am unique. I am enthusiastic. I am healthy. I am highly respected by others. I love my family. I am well liked by others. I encourage and motivate others. I do whatever I want to do. I appreciate and enjoy life. I love my job. I love my surroundings. I enjoy my profession. I am performing well. So these are some of the statements that you need to use it from this moment itself. And surround yourself with the successful people. Most of the time during this pandemic, when you call your friends, and there are some friends who always speak positive. Don't worry, this is going to happen. We all will come back to the normalcy. But there are some people who always demotivate you. Our life is gone. It will not come back to normal state. We have gone back 25 to 30 years or 100 years. Life is over. Now we will be like this only. Don't talk to such type of people. It will further demotivate you. Let us be optimistic. Things will definitely change. And remember, be selective while choosing people and avoid negative people. Okay. And some more insights which I am not able to tell you, I have given it in my YouTube channel. I request everyone to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that is Positive Life TV, Dr. Sarfaraz J. Hasim. So with this, I will conclude my short session of 40 minutes. And before I conclude, I would like to thank Dr. Salimullah Khan, the principal of PA College of Pharmacy, Dr. Mohammad Mubin, and all the faculty members of PA College of Pharmacy. And I express my gratitude to Honorable Chairman of PACE Group, Dr. P. Ibrahim Haji, to the Executive Director of PACE Group, Mr. Abdullah Ibrahim, and all the students and staff of PA College of Pharmacy. And I'm also grateful to all the participants who spent your valuable time in participating in this webinar. May Almighty bless us all, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a beautiful session. Sir, I want to ask all the participants, is there any question? If you have any questions, please drop into the chat box. Participants, you can ask the question in the chat box. Any panel members want to ask question?
Dr. Savita Rao wants to ask one question. Vijeta, please check.
Okay, sir. Manoj Kumar is saying each one of us should practice this. Such a wonderful words. Savita Rao is telling that it's a wonderful session, sir. Thank you. Anup Kumar, a very good session. But so Jagadish Shrimat sir is having one question. Is there any difference between male and female mind?
I have addressed in my session.
Yes, sir, you addressed.
Circumstances. Both the minds are same. Mind do not distinguish between the male and the female, but it is the environment that is causing us.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Sarfaraz sir, that we talk about positive and negative, and how does actually negativity by scientifically influence you? Many times you tell that psychosomatism. Okay, yeah. And how does actually aggravate the disease?
All right. Now, psychosomatic diseases, to be explaining in a very simple words, are originating in the mind and appears on the body. A lot of tensions, a lot of worries, it gets accumulated in our mind. And if we don't vent out, if we don't share the problems that we are facing with our loved ones or with our well-wishers or if you want to maintain confidentiality, at least visit a counselor. Now, people are ashamed to meet the counselors or the psychologist, or if the case is severe, to the psychiatrist. It is just like when we get fever, how we go to a physician. In the same way, sometimes our mind gets fever. So we need to go to the counselor or the psychiatrist or the psychologist. If nobody is there, you can just express your feelings to someone who you really takes care of you or whom you trust. Just by doing that, all those negativities will be vented out and your mind becomes pure. So if we don't express this negativity which is cropping up in our mind, it gets accumulated and converts into psychosomatic diseases. To certain level, everyone is psychosomatic, everyone, but it is not visible to others. If it is not visible to others, it is fine. The problem comes when it crosses that threshold level where others are able to experience, then really it has to be addressed. So by daily meditation, by daily reading this positive books, negativities will be there, but positivities will enhance. That will eliminate the psychosomatic issues.
So thank you, sir. There's one more question from Manoj Kumar. Most of us get motivated. However, when it comes to practice, it becomes an issue. And we never practice to the best possible extent. Any suggestions?
Yes. Now, most of us, we say, speak positive, think positive, but there are ways we should practice giving affirmations and auto-suggestions. Simply saying, think positive, our subconscious will not take it. And what exactly you want, you should be very specific. Positive is a very vast word. What exactly you want? For example, when you are tired, if you say simply think positive, that tiredness will not go. You need to give exactly opposite affirmations. I am energetic, I am active. So we need to forcibly say it using our mouth. If you cannot control the thoughts, you forcibly control the thoughts by your mouth. So whatever you say, your subconscious will listen. So just by saying be positive, things will not change. We need to be specific, and there are specific affirmations available for different issues.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. There's one more question from Shibla MV. Sir, while getting motivation, we used to be more positive at that time. After a day, we'll be back to usual. So what will be the reason?
It is just like a mobile recharge. It has a validity, right? So it can be 3 months or 1 week or whatever it is. So positivity is not to be practiced only once and leave it. Always we should be proactive. We should be thinking positive. We should be speaking positive. We should be giving affirmations. This is how we can keep ourselves stay positive. It is not one day's job or 1 second job. Throughout our life, we need to imbibe these qualities, just like how we have breakfast in the morning and the energy get exhausted. So afternoon we have lunch. So in the same way, this positivity, the simple breathing exercises, reading books have to be enhanced. That is how we can permanently stay positive.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, there are more compliments. Hansuna, thank you so much, sir. Wonderful message. Islam Syed, very motivational and informative lecture. Dr. William Carey, a very informative and motivational presentation. Thanks for the organizers for this wonderful session. Lamia Raja, thank you for the motivative and informative session. Ajay Gupta, good session from Kanpur. Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta from CSJM University. And there's one more question from Aisha Salam. Sir, how to bring positivity in kids who are under 10 during this pandemic?
Okay, very good question. First of all, children don't know what is this pandemic, particularly those who are under 10. So most of them will ask what exactly, why the schools are not being held now. So we need to explain them in detail what has happened. And particularly children below 10 years, we should be dealing with them very, very carefully. There is something called as critical mind filter. And that critical mind filter will not be applicable for children with less than 10 years of age. So whatever they see, whatever they hear, everything directly goes to the subconscious. So we need to give them some short, inspiring or motivational stories, and that is keeping them positive. Okay, let us not say life is over. Even with our spouse or with our family members, what we speak about the pandemic should be very, very careful. In front of children, let us not speak anything negative. So it directly goes to their mind. With them, we should always be positive. We should encourage them to read books right from the small ages, so that the habit of reading continues from that small age. Whatever you want to train, it is very easy to train the children who are less than 10 years, so that they are molded towards positivity.
Thank you so much, sir. Your session motivated us during this pandemic. Now I request Dr. Mohammad Mubin, Professor PACP, to give the concluding remarks and also the vote of thanks. Before that, I request our principal, Dr. Salimullah Khan, of PACP, to present appreciation certificate to our speaker, Dr. Sarfraz J. Hashim. Over to you, sir.
First of all, from bottom of my heart, I would like to thank Dr. Sarfraz Hashim for taking time to present this wonderful talk, which is our first webinar that we started, and it is also an experimental webinar. And thank you, sir. It was a really wonderful program. You motivated everyone who participated. And to participants, I would like to tell Sarfaraz Hashim is actually, if you go live physically to his class, he will have wonderful sessions actually. Due to time paucity and also the platform, he is not able to show you. He does magic in the classroom actually. So with this, thank you. I recognize the presence of some of my well-wishers and good friends, Dr. Salahuddin, Vice Chairman and Principal of Farooqia College of Pharmacy is here. Dr. A.R. Sabraya, Principal, Srinivas College of Pharmacy is here, and a gentleman from CSJM University, Kanpur, Ms. Rajgopal from Udupi. There are many people who have joined. I thank them wholeheartedly for their presence. Now I would like to present, I would like to request Dr. Salahuddin, Dr. Shabraya and everybody to join me in presenting this certificate to Dr. Sarfaraz J. Hashim as a token of appreciation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Now, over to Vijeta.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Mohammad Mubin, Professor of PA College of Pharmacy, to give the concluding remarks and also the vote of thanks.
A very good morning
Over
to all.
you, sir.
A very good morning to all. I think it is a great fortune to thank all the participants who witnessed it as a memorable and successful session. First of all, I would like to praise and thank God Almighty. With His blessings and grace, we have made this webinar a great success. On behalf of PA College of Pharmacy and entire PACE group, I would like to thank our chief guest and resource person, Dr. Sarfraz J. Hashim, for his thought-provoking presentation on the topic, the impact of positive approach towards COVID-19 pandemic. Sir, your words have shown right direction in this current COVID scenario. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you very much.
We are very grateful to all the participants from various institutions and organizations. All of you will receive e-certificate by email. Thanks to everyone who participated. Our beloved principal, Dr. Salimullah Khan, who guides and inspires us at all times. I am so grateful to our principal. Thank you, sir. I'm also very grateful to our beloved chairman and executive director also. I am very thankful to my dear colleagues and my sweet students. I once again thank everyone for making this webinar successful. Thank you one and all.
So before we conclude, our speaker wants to say a few words. Please, sir.
No, sir. I just expressed thank you, right, sir?
Okay. So before we conclude, I would like to specially thank the host and MC, Miss Vijita. She is also, you should know that she is Miss Karnataka also. Thank you, Vijita,
Thank you so much, sir.
for the presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all. I, Vijita Pujari, Assistant Professor, PA College of Pharmacy, will be signing off. Thank you.
Rubin, you can end the meeting.
Okay, sir.